Yo, what is up guys, this is Twister and today I'm back with another GTA Online video. Back again with some even more shortcuts for the new stunt races and special vehicle stunt races. These are some pro level shortcuts, so be prepared for some of these ones. Once again, you guys really seem to love the previous stunt race shortcuts videos, and some of you guys left some shortcuts of your own that I missed out that are also, again, really good, so we'll go through them in this video. Also, I've seen a couple of these from Oleg as well, because he's basically some sort of racing god. I don't know how he finds these, but he does anyway, so go check out Oleg's channel as well. But the first one here is on Gauntlet, and it's when you get to the vertical drop tube, and you'll probably remember you can just drift past slowdown zones and they'll barely slow you down. So if you time it right, you can drift past it and you'll hit the side of the tube, and then you can start driving around it as you go to the bottom instead of just falling down it, which takes so much longer. This way is a lot quicker, so if you can pull it off, takes a bit of practice getting the drifts right, it's so much quicker and it's definitely a lot cooler. Next up, we got a couple on Spinner. There's a massive shortcut you can do on the two wave sections. You can completely skip like the wall ride in between them. You can jump straight from the first one to the second one. You will need a fast car for this though. If you've got a Nero, you should be fine. But you can see I was almost directly next to second place. He takes the normal route, I take the shortcut. I overtake him by quite a bit because it's so much quicker, and then I'm already catching up to first place. And then this next shortcut is actually pretty much straight after in that same race. I'm just behind first place, and when you get to this uphill ramp, you can just hit your car against the wall ever so slightly, so it'll slow you down a little bit so you don't spend so much time in the air. That way you'll be able to land quicker, and then you can also go off to the right of the next jump, so you don't have to do the jump. It's maybe slightly quicker if you pull it off better than I did in this video, but I do end up overtaking first place as well, because putting those two things together, it is slightly quicker. Managed to get the overtake. That guy must have felt pretty cheated at the end of that race, but that is literally how good some of these shortcuts are. Now we're coming up to a few on Ratton. The first one is on one of the first huge jumps with the boost pads going uphill. If you actually brake right at the top before you go into the air, you can slow down just enough so you basically get no air time. That way you can land straight away and start accelerating again. You'll see I was neck and neck right next to a Tyrus. He does the jump normally, I slow down, I can land quicker, accelerate up to full speed much quicker. And then straight after that, we've got a section where you can do a 360 loop around the top of the tube as you go onto the downhill section. Again, doing these 360s in the tubes just helps maintain a bit more speed. And then same again, there's another 360 spot right after one of the jumps. When you go back into the tube, you can 360 around to the right, but then once you've done that, you need to make sure you stay on the left again, so when you come back down again, you'll stay level with the tube as it sort of twists the other way around. But now it's time for a couple pro level shortcuts. This is another crazy tube exit you can do with some 360s as you exit a tube jump, and again on Ratton. This one's pretty insane. It's really hard to do, but just like on some of the ones I've shown in my previous video, you exit the jump at a much flatter angle, so you spend a lot less time in the air, and it's genuinely loads quicker. But being able to pull this off in a race consistently is really damn hard. Trust me, I've practiced this quite a bit and it's really hard to do this, so it's something that you're gonna have to practice on, but it is a lot quicker if you can actually pull it off successfully. And then the next pro level shortcut, this one's a pretty insane one. It's for the Runa 2000 stunt race target, and this one it's definitely a little bit more out there than some of these other, I don't know, standard shortcuts. This is one of the massive jumps where you would normally just activate your parachute and slowly fly down towards the platform. But if you're feeling a little bit ambitious, you can jump off to the left, land down the side of Mount Chiliad, carrying all your momentum and speed going downhill before jumping like halfway down and then activating your parachute in order to fly to the platform. It's a pretty insane one, I'm not gonna lie. Once again, pulling this off in a race consistently isn't the easiest thing. It's definitely high risk, high reward. It does save you a few seconds, and if you are wondering, hang on a second, is this really quicker than just doing the parachute normally? It is. You'll see the side-by-side example between doing this insane crazy shortcut down Mount Chiliad to actually parachuting normally. It does save you a good 7, 8, 9 seconds. So it is a pretty huge high risk, but also at the same time high reward shortcut if you can pull it off in a race. I don't know how many of you guys are actually going to be able to get some use out of this in races because of how hard it is to do. I'm just more concerned with how people manage to come across this. Like, how does someone managed to find out how to do this in a race. That's just some real dedication to the shortcuts. But if you're not feeling that crazy and you want to just go for something a bit more standard, you can do a couple 360s in the very last downhill tube section on the same race target with the Ruiner 2000. Gives you a decent amount of speed before the last jump. And yeah, I think that is pretty much it for some of these pro level shortcuts and tips for these stunt races. Again, you guys have really enjoyed these videos in the past with some really good feedback. So once again, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed it, make sure you do leave it a like rating. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. It's @iTwister. Join the Discord server as well. It's linked down in the description. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video, and hopefully I will see you all in my next one. See you later, guys.